Lions an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Patrick Owasor leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long, it's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Golden Tate. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 20.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, Taylor. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37.
Okay, call me an admirer right here. How about the touch on that throw?
That was great. I like the timing catches, the short ones, but those rainbows that drop right in the bucket, something pretty about them.
Really is, and let's face it, we always talk about arm strength. We love the guys who can throw it through the car wash and the ball comes out dry. But those guys with touch, as we just saw there, those guys are valuable.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
There defensively.
Throwing again. Taylor. This one caught on the 6. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
The 3-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Quintez Cephas there to make the grab. And the Lions add on to their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Point after here coming up.
The point after.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on.
Young Wei Koo is set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
New York ready to go again offensively. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, Kaepernick. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Lions to take over. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Play action, now Taylor. The left side completion to Jones. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 50 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Taylor letting one go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This one taken in by Cephas. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Quintez Cephas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And again, it's no good. A few boo-birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
Young Wei Koo set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic 1st down.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
That's to his running back, complete. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense. Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The slant to Jones. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Taylor on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
He's taken down back at his own 8-yard line.
From the gun, Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jared Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Rosas' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Spins away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
at their own 26-yard line.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He only has a single solo carry, one. Numero uno, 2nd quarter. They need to get to the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah.
Dog like that with only one carry. Kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. And he comes back with one complete. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
For Stanley Morgan, incomplete. He was covered by Xavier.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Auden Tate, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've gone to the half, all even at 14 apiece. In our game, it's Tyrod Taylor who's been on the offensive in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Kaepernick. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Looking for Shepard deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go play action now. Taylor. He gets this complete to Cephas. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops it for a loss of 11. Now Taylor throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Taylor. Not going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Taylor. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14.
First and 10.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Again, it's Taylor. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Owusu. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And a hard-earned yard there. He ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go to Barkley again. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. It's caught, Shepard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for the Giants. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Not too many offenses want to Turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's good.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And this carries into the end zone. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
And the Giants ready to come out now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. And he comes back with one complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Kaepernick hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Kaepernick to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.